Racing Channel, and I am your host, Mountaineer. The Mountaineer Racing Channel is home to not only Season 5 of the MENRL, but also the playoffs for Season 2 of the McDonald's Racing League. Monday at 8:30 Eastern, the first race of the semifinal round of 5. 5 drivers compete for the 4 spots in the championship race, with 1 spot to be clinched this Monday at Darlington in a virtual Southern 500. Tune in to see which driver will move on to the championship round. And as always, watch Friday nights at 9 Eastern for Season 5 of MENRL, which tonight continues with their 3rd short track in 4 weeks with Richmond International Raceway. Before that, I want to remind you that the MENRL has created an iRacing division which began competition this week. Steve Waldrop in the number 20 Yahoo Camry won the inaugural race at Daytona. So congratulations, Steve! The MENRL iRacing division is sponsored by W Energy. W Energy, a formula worth bragging about. Folks at W handpicked the 10 most critical ingredients for focus and concentration. W contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. W contains Neurofactor, a patented all-natural coffee cherry extract to help fuel you. This ingredient is what gives W its laser focus and fast reflex effects, making it perfect for gamers. You can buy W Energy at w.gg. Be better with W. The MENRL iRacing division will be at Atlanta next Tuesday, and the race will be broadcast by the fine folks at Sim Racing Media on YouTube. The channel name, eSports Broadcasting Network. Check them out Tuesday at 9 Eastern. Alright, so after last week at Bristol, we have 2 big storylines. The first, Kojak. He picked up his first career MENRL win. He is the 16th different driver to win in the MENRL, and the second this season to get his first career win after Fast Matt at Daytona. Despite starting just 2 races this season, he's put himself in a strong position to get into the playoffs. Alright, the second story from Bristol is the fallout from the incident between Ruby and C. Matikansky. To recap, in the 3rd stage, Ruby received damage from contact with Matikansky, which hurt the handling of his previously dominant car. After Ruby pit, he caught up to the 19 and dumped him. Alright, so Ruby said the contact was intentional, wrecking the 19 not intentional. Either way, Ruby was docked 10 playoff points for his conduct. This also affected the outcome of the race. Once the leader, Vinegar, he DNF'd. Matikansky would have been in position to pick up the win, and he ended up 4th. Now, Matikansky and Ruby spoke about the incident this week, but sources say that not all is forgiven. So we could have a rivalry brewing in a short track like Richmond, where we can expect both drivers out front, and it's the perfect arena for this fight. Alright, the race tonight will be 200 laps. We'll have stages of 40 laps, 80 laps, and 80 laps. A little unusual with the short first stage. The only past winner in MENR history at Richmond is Vinegar. He is 3 for 3 at this track, but he's not starting tonight. So we will see a new Richmond winner. I expect drivers like Ruby, Kojak, Jeter, Matikansky all be contenders tonight, but for my pick, I'm going to go with C-Matt to close the deal, get his 2nd checkered flag of the season. Alright, we shall believe Ruby is your pole sitter tonight. Should be starting this race any moment here. Yeah, 8 cars tonight. Sorry, Kojak is your pole sitter, followed by Ruby and Matikansky starting 2nd and 3rd. Very interesting. Jeter starts 4th, Doc 5th, Conky 6th, Built 7th, and Deadman Casket 8th. Alright, we are going to be going green here in about a minute. It's about a minute from green flag here at Richmond tonight. 200 laps. Our lobby host was not unpausing the timer. So Richmond, a short track where we normally see long green flag runs. Consequently, you want to take 4 tires pretty much every time. The handling on your car really goes away. Especially we'll see it in this first stage before drivers can make adjustments. So early caution would be a godsend for most of the field. All right. Should be going green here. All right, here we go. Kojak on pole after his win last week. Once we load in, we should be following him to green. It is the night race at Richmond. All right, Kojak, Busch Light Apple on pole. And Kojak's out. Alright, we'll see what the ruling is here. Kojak is out of the race before we even started. Deadman didn't get going either. Alright, we are going to restart this thing. Alright, I apologize for the delay. Our pole sitter lost server connection. Before the green flag flew, so we will re-rack and try again. So ordinarily, the MENRL has no sympathy for the lag out, but because the green flag did not fly before the lag out, is why this race will be restarted. Alright. So we'll take this opportunity to try and go around Richmond. It's not my best racetrack, but I'll try and talk about it anyway. A lot of issues with the NASCAR Heat 5 servers. Not much we can do about that as a group, but it definitely has affected this season. It's been a problem. Alright. We're going to talk about Richmond Raceway, 3/4 mile short track. Very slow track. You need to get down. You need to be off the throttle a lot of the time. There's some braking entering the corners. So let off, you tap the brakes, and you miss the corner. You want to try and get down to the yellow line basically from center off. You can enter a little higher if you want. You can miss the corner like I keep doing. The key really is don't accelerate too early or you're just going to slam the outside wall. Yeah, I'm carrying way too much speed into these corners. So somebody that, I think you'll see guys like Ruby, Matakansky, Jeter, Kojak, those guys really know what they're doing around here. That was better. That's almost what you want to do, minus the apron. There. That transition from track to apron can be pretty rough. We're going to see that a lot tonight. In making passes, as you can see there, it can be pretty difficult to exit the corner with a driver on your outside. Alright, so we should be getting ready to get green again. Alright, we got about 45 seconds until the start of this thing. Alright, well, Kojak has given up the pole. That's the new news. We should be about 30 seconds from the start of this thing. So the new pole sitter is Ruby, so it'll be Ruby Matakansky 1-2 after their fun last week. Alright, we will be loading in. Alright, so again, apologies for the delayed start to the race. We wanted to accommodate as many drivers as we could tonight. So, quick change to the program. Instead of Kojak starting on the pole, he will start in the back. Ruby moves up to be the pole sitter. Alright, Ruby in that throwback 8 car. Brings him to green, and no issues, at least so far. 19 of Matakansky on his outside. Whew. Jeter slammed his car in there. He'll get up to second. Conky's coming up for third. Deadman already struggling back there. 8-2, 19, 22 as they complete the first lap. Here comes Doc. He's in fifth. And Jeter slides up the track. Matikansky's going to look to the inside, not going to get there. Conky's in the wall, and that's going to bring out the yellow. Alright, Ruby is the leader as the caution comes out quickly. Only a few laps into this thing. I think only 3 laps into this race. Alright, pit road will be open this time. I suggest everybody takes 4 tires. I suggest everybody gets their adjustments in, especially Conky. This car just broke into the wall. Don't see that very often. Alright, we'll follow Ruby here for the race off pit road. And it looks like everybody's taking 4. And it'll be Ruby, Jeter, Matikansky, and looks like Doc beats Kojak for 4th. Alright, so it's a short track race, so we should get an extra lap of caution here. Alright, so we will go around one more time and then choose for the restart. The 8, the 2, the 19. The 8 car's taken off. Not sure where he's going. Alright, last week's winner was Kojak. There he is. He's in 5th place right now. First career win last week at Bristol. He's going to look to make it back-to-back short track wins tonight. Alright, the 19 and the 2 car collided. The 19 is going to give up his starting position to make repairs to his car. As you see the results of the choose rule, Doc Hopper jumps up to the first spot in the outside. We'll have to go around an extra time here due to the 19. Alright, so the 19 rejoins. So we will go green this time. So he drops from 3rd to 8th. Alright, so Ruby will bring the field to green here in the restart zone. And we are back green at Richmond. Ruby restarting right at the start of that zone. Gets a good jump on Jeter, but then blows turn 1. Jeter looks to the inside, but he gets the apron. Ooh, 12 and 19 making contact in the back. Doc with a terrible restart. He dropped way back. He was on the first car on the outside. He's in 5th. He's about 2 seconds off the lead as well. Jeter right on the back bumper of Ruby. This is where it can get really hard to pass here at Richmond without the driver in front of you making a mistake. Ruby dives into three. He's not going to get to the inside. That should give Ruby some advantage on corner exit. Kojak has made his way up to third with Conky in fourth. Ooh, both Jeter and Ruby. Ooh, Jeter. Rough entry into three. Kojak goes up the hill to avoid him. Jeter's going to try and keep it out of the wall, and does. 8-2-4 have broken away at this point. Jeter getting deep entries into the corner, but Ruby's beating him on exit. Oh, that's going to be a caution. Deadman Casket with the wreck, and he's taken out most of the field. And now the game caution has come out. Alright, so we'll get a game restart here. Deadman is the free pass driver, so he will be back on the lead lap. And so far, it looks like Ruby might just stay out here. But with every other car on the lead lap deciding to pit... Yep, alright. Oh, now Conky wants to stay out. Let's see how this plays out. Deadman has not yet made his choice to pit. Alright, so Deadman did not pit. A two-tire stop from Jeter, it looks like. Oh, no, Jeter did take four, so his pit crew gets him out first. And we have a lead change. Alright, 25 laps to go here in stage one. Ooh, the 20 of Built almost down on the apron. Deadman's already spinning. Jeter with a rough turns 3 and 4. Ruby's going to get a run. He's going to make a move down the front stretch for the lead. Oh, the 20 and the 22 made contact. The 12 and the 19 made contact. Side by side for the lead. Jeter clears. The caution is out. Okay, no cautions out. We remain side by side for the lead. Jeter once again getting better corner entry than the 8, and he's going to clear as long as he keeps out of the wall, and he does. Good run from Jeter. Built Racing has moved up to third. Matikansky fourth. Conky fifth. Here's Doc Hopper trailing in 7th place. For the lead, Ruby sticking on the inside. Jeter clears. Deadman's on pit road. Conky's in the wall. That's going to bring out a yellow. So that's the yellow once more. I know I said there might be some green flag racing tonight, but nobody's really able to control their car at the moment. Conky spun right in front of Kojak and Matikansky. Alright, pits are open, and Jeter leads them onto pit road. I think 4 tires with the way everybody's car is handling. You gotta go 4 tires right now. Uh, 20 to go here in stage 1. We will restart, I believe, with 17 laps to go in stage 1. Oh, and we have a 2-tire pit stop from the 20 of Built Racing. Deadman is struggling. Jeter, the first car with 4 tires off pit road. Conky's going to be in for an extended stop. But Built Racing in the 20, he is the leader right now. And we will take a short break and bring you the restart here in Stage 1. Monster Energy NASCAR League Racing on the Mountaineer Racing Channel. Alright, choose rule going on right now. Bilt took the inside, Jeter went to the outside. So, Jeter did not want to restart behind those two tires. He'll try and get a good jump in that outside lane. Recapture the lead. Ruby's betting that Jeter's going to get a bad jump and that he's going to be the first car to challenge Bilt. It's Bilt, Jeter, Ruby, Kojak, Matikansky, Doc, Conkey, and Deadman. Your running order as we restart. There will be 16 laps to go here in Stage 1. Bilt with a good restart. Ruby inside Jeter as they go into turn 1. Battle for second. They are side by side. Ruby gonna inch ahead. Can he get clear? He can. Jeter's gonna try for the crossover. Ruby's gonna go to the bottom of Bilt for the lead. And he'll take the lead. 19 to the 20. And Bilt dropping. Bilt in the third lane right now, just trying to avoid contact. He's back to 5th. Clears Conkey for that spot. Ruby is the leader. Ruby, Jeter, Matikansky, Kojak, and Bilt Racing. Alright, got the lap count a little wrong here. Alright, this time by 14 laps to go in Stage 1. Conkey moves past Bilt for 5th. Jeter, he's running a little bit higher. Oh, Ruby hard into the wall. Jeter hard into Ruby. He tries to block Matikansky. Matikansky's going to put him in the wall. And Ruby's going to pull away from both of them. Alright, well, Jeter threw a very aggressive block. I can't blame the 19 for throwing him back to the outside there on corner entry. And because of that huge block by Jeter, that gives Ruby a nice cushion here. Let's see if he can maintain it for the rest of the stage. Already around again. Ruby, Jeter, Matikansky, Kojak, and Conkey, the top 5. Remember, the top 5 in each stage earn points. Ruby trying to win, I believe it would be his 8th stage of the season. Now, he was assessed a 10-point penalty last week. Those points, the first you take the playoff points away, so Ruby's trying to get to 10 playoff points on the season so he can start earning playoff points once more. Each stage win 1 playoff point, each race win 5. Ruby yet to win this season. And at the moment, he's less than 10 laps from getting yet another stage win. Battle for position third place, the 19 and the 4, although the 4 is actually going to lose a spot as he completely missed turn 3. Conkey and Kojak side by side into 1. That's a spot for Conkey. That's a point for Conkey. Ooh, Kojak crosses him over. But can't make it stick in 3. Doc is 6th, built back in 7th on those 2 tires. That strategy hasn't really worked out. Ooh, Conkey missed the corner by about a lane, but so did Kojak. This is the closest battle on track right now. And the 20 is around. Single car wreck shouldn't bring out a caution. Back up front. Top, well, not the top 5, but 2nd through 5th starting to close down as Deadman once again is in the inside wall. Starting to close up, tighten up here. Maybe get some battles before the end of the stage. Ooh, Jeter. Not a good exit for turn 4. Let's try and get with the 19 of Matikansky as he goes for 2nd place. And Jeter just put about 2/10 on him in one corner. Deadman on pit road to fix his car. Ruby, Jeter, Matikansky, Conkey, and Kojak. There are 5 laps left in this stage. About to be 4 laps. Ruby with a commanding lead. 4 to go here in the stage. Can Matikansky catch back up to Jeter and take 2nd place? He almost had the lead if it wasn't for that aggressive block by the 2 car. Three to go. Oh, Matikansky gets to the back bumper. There's a little battle brewing between the 22 and the 2. Oh boy, Deadman just came off pit road. Bad timing. '24 keeps it on the apron. 19 loose on exit. Should be coming to the white flag. Alright, last lap of the stage. Jeter holding off the 19, the 22 holding off the 4. Oh, Jeter just kept it out of the wall, but that gives Matikansky a run. Is he going to make a move into 3? Jeter's going to hold him off. Alright, Ruby wins the stage. His 8th stage win this season. Followed by Jeter, Matikansky, Conkey, and Kojak. Deadman Casket, the only driver not on the lead lap. He is 9 laps down. So the top 7, Matikansky, Conkey, Kojak, Doc, and Built Racing. I would anticipate everybody's going to come down, get 4 tires and fuel. This will be an extra long stage 2, about 75 green flag laps. And we will follow Ruby on this restart. Alright, Matikansky hops Jeter on pit road. Kojak hopped Conkey. Good jump from the 19. Oh, Kojak trying to make it 3 wide. And Deadman hard into the outside wall. Here comes Conky making a run. He's coming for second. And he'll back off a little bit. Jeter's going to stay clear of the 22, it looks like. Oh, Matakansky hard into the outside wall. He's going to lose a few spots. He puts Doc into the outside wall. Matakansky came up there. Back into the path of the 12 of Doc Hopper. Conky and Jeter teammates battle for second. Strong run for Conky as he takes the spot. Kojak in fourth, and he sends it into 3. Matakansky moves up to 4th around Kojak. Doc 5th, Bilt 6th, battle for second between the 22 and the 2. Conky holding a pretty wheel at the moment. Trying to hold off his teammate. Looking for the best Richmond run of his career right now. And doing a pretty good job so far. Not losing too much to Ruby either. And as the field is single filed out, we might get an extended run here. We would have to make green flag pit stops about 50 or 60 laps into the stage. If we go green that long. Jeter right there on the 22. They have put some distance between themselves and the 19 as Deadman's once again into the inside wall. Jeter got to the outside. Ruby got into the wall. Now Conky overshoots 3. That's going to let Jeter cross over. But Conky gets clear. Strong run on corner exit for the 22. Conky trying to play offense and defense right now. Jeter looking on the inside again. The top 3 cars here at Richmond: Ruby, Conky, and Jeter. Deadman's going to hit pit road. As this battle for the lead gets interesting. Ruby held the lead for a good portion of stage 1, but was challenged by Jeter, now getting challenged by Conky. Oh, Conky's in the wall. Jeter's going to swerve around him and try and claim second. So he takes second, but loses a lot of time in the process. But the 2 is P2. Conky trying to keep his car under control. We're not too deep into the run, but he's already starting to lose the handle now. And Matakansky will move into 3rd. .62 to go here in stage 2, and Jeter's closing in on Ruby. So it's Ruby, Jeter, C-Mat, Conky, and then Kojak, Doc Hopper, Bilt Racing. The top 7, Deadman 8th. But look at this 2 car. He's making good time right now. Jeter versus Ruby looks like it's going to be the story of the race. Now, we're not even halfway through the race. Maybe I shouldn't be making declarations like that, but let's look at the gap they have on the rest of the field. Ooh, Jeter's starting to get loose. We're already approaching our longest green flag run of the night. Tires start to fade, and the car control starts to fade with them. Ooh, Jeter should gain some time here in 1 and 2. Deadman trying to keep his car under control. He'll keep it he'll head into the pits once more. Oh, Ruby in the wall. This is the opportunity for Jeter. But he puts it on the apron. Side by side, they drag race to the line. This lap it's Ruby, and Ruby should be clear into 1. Jeter's going to... Jeter rotates the center. They are side by side down the backstretch. The 2 car doing a great job of keeping it on the yellow line. And he gets clear. Ruby's going to try and cross over. They are side by side once again. Man, Jeter, you really like that speed from through the center of the corner. Ruby at his door. And Jeter really sent it into turn 3. That's good enough to clear off of 4. And the 2 of Team Jeter has taken the lead. Drove it up from 3rd and gets past the 8. But as they were battling side by side, look who's joined them. The 19 of C. Matikansky. And side-by-side racing here at Richmond costs a ton of time. And now they're single file, and they pulled away from Matikansky that lap. Currently 51 laps left in Stage 2, which makes this our longest green flag run of the night. And back here we have 4th, 5th, and 6th. Kojak slips around Conkey for 4th. Doc Hopper might be joining him in the top 5 here, as his Penske teammate really struggling with his car on the long run. So we may have a clear top 3. It might be a top 2 and then a 3rd. Ooh, Doc overdrove there. He's not going to be happy that I captured that one on video. And Deadman puts it into the wall to avoid the lead cars. And looks like we had a collision between the 22 and the 24. And that's going to bring out the yellow. I know somebody did not want to see that, and that is the 2 of Team Jeter, looking for his 2nd win of the season. He took Texas a few weeks ago. Alright, Deadman's the only car off the lead lap. I've lost track of how many laps down he is at this point. It's Jeter, Ruby, Matikansky, Kojak, Doc Hopper. Alright, we will view this race off pit road from the 2 car. And Jeter just beats Ruby off pit road, so he'll maintain the lead. 28:19, 4:12. The race off pit road. Alright, choose rule will be next time by. And we will bring you the restart. This is the Monster Energy NASCAR Racing League on the Mountaineer Racing Channel. Alright. Results of the choose. Ruby took the first car on the outside. An interesting choice from the second place driver. We'll see if that pays off on this restart. Jeter will bring them to green in the restart zone. And there it is. We are green. Ruby did not get a good jump at all. Matikansky up to second. Built Racing's coming, and he's into the 8 car. They are 3 wide for second. Ruby kept it out of the wall. Not entirely sure how. Oh, they go 3 wide for 5th. Conky got sandwiched. Built Racing came out in second. Ruby gets around Matikansky for 3rd. That was a get-all-you-can-get type of restart. Built Racing for about 2 or 3 laps. You can run with these guys. Hanging on to second at the moment. Ruby's going to look inside. Side by side, a little bit. They touch a little bit. That's no harm, no foul. And Ruby moves up to 3rd. Or 2nd, sorry. Built back to 3rd. Here come Matikansky and Conky. Oh, Conky looked inside of the 19. They are 3 wide. The 20's in the wall. Man, oh, contact between the 22 and the 20. That drops the 20 back to 7th. He had a solid run going there. Matikansky moves up to 3rd. This is a good battle from 3rd through 7th. Matikansky holds the spot over Conky. Conky's dropping back now. The 4 of Kojak is in 5th place. And for 4th. Oh, Kojak just drove it way under the apron. That's not the line you want to take here. And the top 3. Oh boy, what a gap here from 1st to 2nd. Oh, Jeter hard in the wall. And he still has a huge gap on Ruby. So it is Jeter, Ruby, Matikansky, Conky, Kojak, and they are fairly spread out here. Kojak and Doc, the only ones particularly close to each other. And we have 38 laps left in this stage. Everybody has enough fuel to make it to the end. So now it's all about managing your tires for a potential long run. This is about the only battle going on the track. 12 versus 4. And now it's a battle between the 12 and the 20. This is 6th place at stake. Built Racing cutting that front stretch. And now Built Racing overcorrecting on corner exit there. Held it together. Looks to the outside. Oh, the 20th around. Solo wreck. Battle for 4th place, sorta, kinda. Conky and Kojak. We might have a battle for 2nd place here, and the two combatants have a little bit of history from last week, if that battle materializes here. And now I think we're going to have to settle in for a fairly long green flag run here to the end of the stage. And I hope everybody has got that in mind with their tires. Conky's already starting to struggle with his. We've seen Built go around. And I think Built might be going around. Oh, he's good. And Matikansky's reeling in the 8 car of Ruby. Sources say that about the incident between the 8 and the 19 last week, that the 8 car might need to watch out. 4th place on the line here. Kojak, the 4 car, moving into P4. Or at least trying to. The 22 of Conky hanging strong on the outside until he's in the wall and docks into the 22. Alright, well, Kojak takes the spot, and 2nd place changing hands peacefully. The 19 going to the outside on the 8 of Ruby. And Matikansky gets clear. So C-Matt moves to 2nd. Oh, Jeter and the 24 of Deadman got into it. Caution is out. Jeter's still the leader, but he's got massive damage. And that's a big blow for Jeter, who is on the way to winning that stage. Alright, an interesting strategy from the 19. He's got a 2-tire pit stop. And yeah, Jeter with his extensive damage, he's going to be in the back of the field. And as the cause of the caution, he'd be in the back of the field anyway. So the 19, we'll see if he goes back to pit road here. Nope, he stays out. Alright, so the order after these pit stops is 19, 8, 4, 12, 22. Choose rule at the line this time. It'll be Matikansky making the first pick. And I imagine he will take the inside. Alright, it didn't work out. Did not work out for him last time, but Ruby will take the outside once more. We have 24, or sorry, we will have 24 laps to go in stage 2 when we restart. Race going fairly quickly tonight. Remember, Matikansky's on 2 tires here. Alright. 19 of C Matt will bring them to green in the restart zone. I don't know where the 24 is going. Alright, a better jump this time for Ruby. He might be able to hold off Kojak for second. Jeter's already up to 5th. Doc just hits the abort button there. Oh, Ruby with a strong run. He's coming for the lead. Matikansky got him on the outside at the end of that last run, and now Ruby's going to try and do the same to him. And it is Embrace Greatness. Ruby back to the lead as he looks for the stage sweep tonight. The 22 into the back of the 19. A little bump and run. For second. Conkey takes the spot. Here comes Kojak following. And Jeter's going to try and complete the freight train. So Matikansky on those 2 tires, he goes from leading back to 5th place just like that. Jeter already up to 4th after restarting in the back. Conkey, we've seen him be fast for about 5 laps at a time. I'm not sure he's got anything for Ruby right here to end this stage. Jeter, though, he moves up to 3rd, passing Kojak. Ooh, Doc was hard into the wall. Yeah, Conkey's got this short run speed that's comparable to anybody. But he hasn't shown an ability to maintain that for stretches of time here. And Jeter needs to get around his teammate to go challenge Ruby for the stage win. "19 laps to go in the stage. Ruby in prime position to get another stage sweep. 18 to go in the stage. Jeter working the back of that 22 car. Matikansky on the 2 tires. He's dropped to 5th. For second, here comes Jeter. He's not going to get there this time. Conkey continues to hold him off. Track position can be so important here at Richmond. And side-by-side racing can really slow down 2 drivers. Jeter's going to dive it into 3. Nothing going for Jeter yet. Oh, Conkey missed the corner. This is Jeter's chance. Conkey's going to get a strong run on corner exit. Can Jeter stay side by side? He can't. Deadman's on the inside. 20 of Built is on pit road. Oh, Jeter to the outside. He's going to cross. Conkey blocked outside. Jeter went inside. Kojak diving. He wants to take a spot. As Jeter moves up to second. 15 to go in the stage. Is that enough time to run down Ruby? Conkey, for now, he's going to hold off Kojak. There's the gap, the 8 to the 2. Conkey now. We're getting long run Conkey here. Oh, I think Jeter had some issue on corner entry. Missed that from the 2. Kojak, once again, coming for third place. Two, 4, 22 now. 2 through 4. Matikansky hanging on to a top 5 spot and a stage point. But Ruby, once again, appears to be in a prime position to win a stage. We have 11 laps to go, coming to 10 laps to go here in stage 2. Kojak hanging with Jeter. They've driven away a little bit from Conkey. We're not paying a whole lot of attention to Ruby right now, as he goes for stage win number 9 on the season. And goes for his 4th consecutive stage win after winning both the stages at Bristol. But that's just because he's got a nice big lead. Here with 9 to go. 9 to go here in the stage. And Jeter's gaining. 8 laps to go in the stage. There's Deadman. Deadman will get out of the way. See if he stays out of the way. He does not stay out of the way, and we will restart once more. That's a game caution out now. Alright, so who? I could see this 2 car not making a pit stop or taking 2 tires, because we're not going to have very much time to go here. Only a few laps to go in this stage. Deadman is now out of the race. Alright. He was 33 laps down at the time of his exit. So a DNF for Deadman. He has not yet finished a race this season. Alright, looks like everybody went 4 tires. 8, 2, 12, 19, the top 4. We are green once more. Trying to get a lap count as Jeter crossing. Can't get to the inside and overdrives the corner. There are only 4 laps left to go in this stage. Ruby Jeter, then Doc Hopper trying to get some stage points here tonight. And Conkey takes him out. Conkey runs over the 12 car. But with just 3 laps left in the stage, we're not going to get a manual caution. Game caution probably would have ended the stage right there. So it is 8, 2, 19, 22, 4. The top 5 at the moment. 2 laps left in the stage. Can Jeter run down Ruby? Conkey losing ground to the 19 of Matikansky. Ruby comes to the white flag, looking to get his second straight stage sweep. And Jeter's beating him on entry, but Ruby, doing a great job on corner exit to maintain his lead. Ooh, Matikansky got loose. That's going to open the door maybe for Conkey. Conkey bump and run. And Matikansky holds him off. All right, Ruby once again with a stage win. Once again, that's a playoff point that will not count for Ruby, but he's getting close to those that will count. It was Ruby, Jeter, Matikansky, Conkey, Kojak, the top 5 in stage 2. We still have 80 laps here at Richmond. And although Ruby has won both stages, it has looked like the 2 of Jeter might have the superior car tonight. But track position's a hell of a drug, and for the most part, that 8 car has had it. Alright, stay tuned for after the race. We will have interviews from the top 3 finishers. Ooh, Jeter! Did he take 2 tires? I wonder. It was only a 4-lap run. But he is the leader on this restart. Ruby, though, remember, he took the lead from the outside on Matikansky a couple restarts ago. And the 2 gets clear. Ruby, though, he tries to cross over. Can't get there, goes to the bump and run. Side by side. Ruby knows how important that track position is here. And Jeter responds to the bump and run with a bump and run. A couple of bump and run. Oh, Ruby's in the wall. Into Conkey. That should be a caution. And yep, that is a caution. And Ruby and Jeter, getting into it on that restart. Oh boy. So Ruby went in and hit the 2 under caution. Alright, Ruby has to restart at the back as the cause of caution here, so they will be separated on the track for a good bit. Jeter still wins the race off pit road over the 19 and 22. Dueling bump and runs, but the 8 car did not appreciate as we have Built Racing spinning on in turn 2 there. So Jeter pulled double duty this week. Participated in the inaugural MENRL iRacing event. And finished 5th. So a top 5 in iRacing at Daytona. And now looking to get a win at Richmond in heat. Choose rule will be this time, and then restart next time by. Alright, now watch that 22 of Conky, especially if he gets second car on the inside, because we've seen him be aggressive on these restarts. He knows he has a limited window to take advantage of his speed. So the 2 car is going to need a good jump, or else I think the 22 is going to be bump and running for the lead. Although the 19 takes the bottom, so that moves the 22 up to the top, and it's a lot harder to be aggressive up there. Alright, they line up for the restart. Team Jeter got the lead on pit road after stage 3, and then the exchange of bump and runs between the 2 and the 8 led to the 8 spinning after bouncing off the back of the 2, which put us under caution once more. Jeter will bring them to green here in the restart zone. And we are green once more. He gets a great jump. Can Matikansky take second away from Conky? Ooh, he's getting contact from Kojak. Alright. Oh, Ruby and Kojak in tight quarters there. Ruby trying to make the pass on the outside. 2, 19, 22, and then the 4 and the 8 side by side. Kojak into the apron. That's going to give Ruby 4th. But you see, this is where the track position matters, as Ruby well off the lead already. Only 2 laps into this run. Matikansky holding second from Conky right now. But you see that 22 car getting antsy. He's only got about a 5 to 10 lap window where his car has any handling. And he gets a strong run off of 4. Can't pull alongside though. Now he goes to the outside. Ooh, and couldn't make it stick. Got pinched towards the wall there. But yeah, that side-by-side racing, that lets the 2 car drive away. Just about everybody looks like they've got a beat-up race car here. Two, 19, the 22 starting to fade, and then the 8, the top 4. Kojak holds 5th. Conky, though, with maybe his best performance at Richmond. Here in the 4th race at Richmond. But it's Team Jeter. He has finished second at Richmond 3 times to extra Vinegar. Vinegar not in this race. Ooh, Jeter in the wall. Just as I'm about to praise him. But Vinegar not in this race. And Jeter taking full advantage right now, trying to get his second win of the season. Battle for 3rd. Conky versus Ruby. And Ruby takes the spot. Alright, 2, 19, 8, 22, 4, the new top 5. I think it's still the 4 and 5th. There he is. Kojak, last week's winner. He's earned points in both stages tonight. And trending towards the top 5 finish. Still a lot of laps left. 64 to go, which means everybody still has to make one more pit stop. Ooh, the 2 got down on the apron in turn 3, lost a good chunk of time there. He's got to be careful or else Matikansky's going to catch up. We haven't really talked too much about the 19, but he has been in the top 3 pretty much all race. Which he ran about top 3 at Bristol for most of the time last week. Runner-up at Texas. Winner at Martinsville. Jeter might be feeling the pressure. We see his car weaving all over the place right now. Not hitting his lines. Not what you want to see out of the leader. And it looks like the 19 steadily gaining on the 2 car right now. And then there's that 8 of Ruby looming in 3rd. Ruby with bad blood with both the 2 and the 19 right now. We have 60 laps left at Richmond. These top 3, they've been the top 3 all night except when interrupted briefly by Conky's short run speed. Jeter, Matikansky. And then Embrace Greatness, the top 3 right now. That's starting to tighten up. That's definitely not what the 2 car wants to see, but he hasn't really been hitting his marks for about 10 laps now. That's a much better corner from the 2. Well, until corner exit. I always gotta wait for corner exit to say something like that. Overall, a good lap from Jeter there. See the gap back to the 19 and the 8. Yeah, he's starting to get loose, especially off of turn 2. Meanwhile, Conky has fallen into the clutches of Kojak. This is for 4th place. Conky just kept it out of the wall. Alright, this is the battle for 4th between Conky and Kojak. Kojak ran up on Conky, but hasn't been able to... Ooh, boy, almost got alongside him and almost got spun. Now he goes to the outside. Keeps Conky down on the inside, but Conky gets a good exit and Kojak gets the